What's up, everybody? Today we're here to talk about Snow White, Disney newest upcoming remake, live action remake, let's put it that way, and its controversy. There is a lot of controversy about this movie. I see a lot of people that are not happy, and rightfully so. Well, first and foremost, there's a lot of weird stuff that they are doing in this movie. First and foremost, they're changing the seven dwarves to seven mystical creatures, I don't know. It's not going to be a movie with a prince, or maybe it's not going to be about love, because that's not important.
Weird.
All that it matters is that it is a movie that reflects our lives nowadays, because this is exactly what we need from entertainment, especially when we watch fantasy. I mean, I know that's sound funny. It's funny to hear myself, but I think that's the conversation that these executives must have, because it makes zero sense. You know, what they should be thinking or saying is like, oh, we're gonna make a live action Snow White. How about we just keep with the original? We just make a great movie. No, we shouldn't do that. They laugh at each other. What we should do is make a fantasy movie that reflects our very lives nowadays, or problems of society. Come on, what people don't want is politics in fantasy films or entertainment. They don't want that, I mean, the whole point of you watching entertainment is for you to forget about life. You know, it's supposed to take you to another land, to another universe. It's not really supposed to be about this stuff, but I guess these people don't really get that. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about the controversy. First and foremost, the whole thing started with the actress that was cast to play Snow White, Rachel Zegler. She's been doing some PR and saying really weird things about the movie. First, the way that she's been describing the movie, it felt like she never really watched Snow White. She was bad-mouthing the character, the whole cartoon, saying that it's outdated, talking bad about the prince. Oh, our movie is not gonna have a prince. I don't know. I think she's just it's a little bit weird that you have someone that doesn't seem to like the character play the character.
Yeah. Weird.
Why don't they just make another movie and just give it another name? It's just going to use the Snow White brand to get people to go watch it and just piss everybody off, I guess. But anyways, let's dig into this article. The article is named Rachel Zegler's Snow White Controversy Explain. Is Disney movie in trouble? I would say so, because this type of movies do not tend to do well. Because could be named woke Snow White, because definitely that's what they're doing. You know, they're changing the whole narrative. They're just changing everything. So let's see, what is this article saying here. The controversy surrounding Snow White arose recently for two reasons. The first of which came due to a set photo leak revealing Rachel, Disney princess, along her seven traveling companions. Oh yeah, so it's not going to be the seven dwarves anymore. And then continue on. A Disney spokesperson confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter that it opted to take this different approach to the original seven dwarves to avoid reinforcing stereotypes, noting how the studio consulted with members of dwarfism community in doing so. So they're saying that they talk to the members of the community, and they just think that the movie is stereotypical. So why even make Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to begin with? I mean, just doesn't make any sense, does it? Okay, so they changed that. It's gonna be I don't know what is it gonna be. And then we have Zegler saying this in an interview with Variety. Zegler said that the story was outdated and revealed a major change in Snow White. Snow White will no longer be dreaming about true love, because true love is just so bad. It's horrible. Nobody wants it. Who wants true love? Who needs love? What we need is to be a strong woman. Gosh, this sounds so stupid. But rather will be set on becoming the leader she knows she can be. I can't believe, did she say that?
just mean that it's no longer 1937 and we're not going to be safe with the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love.
She's going to be dreaming about becoming a leader. She knows she can be, and her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. I mean, okay, so it's not about true love. The guy doesn't matter.
Yeah. Weird.
And then the article says that fans also disagreed with Zegler's description of Prince Charming as a guy who literally stalks her. Did she say that?
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
So we didn't do that this time. See, that's the kind of stuff that just proves she did not watch the movie, because first and foremost, I don't remember him stalking her, you know. It's very different when you just are approaching someone and that person is talking back to you than stalking. And it's just, wow, this is just great. It's crazy. The guy is not the Prince Charming is not the focus in that movie. The movie is mostly about vanity. It's about, you know, the relationship of Snow White and the evil queen. It's nothing to do. I mean, the prince. It's like 5 minutes in the whole entire movie. What is going on here? And then she said this: the actress diminished the role of a male lead, Andrew Burnap, joking how all of his scenes could be cut. I don't believe she said that. I mean, it's even worse than I thought. I haven't watched all the clips, but she said, we have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because we cast a guy in the movie. What's the problem with a love story? These people are just so hateful against love. All of the Andrew scenes could be cut. Who knows? This is Hollywood, baby. Oh my goodness. See, she is sounding like a terrible person. Someone extremely ungrateful that was cast to play a beloved Disney princess. This is so wrong. That's what's wrong with Hollywood. I mean, why can't they just make a good movie? Why can't they just understand that this kind of stuff does not work? And then she continues. She said, I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. She was scared of the cartoon. When she was scared of the witch. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and went on a ride at Disneyland World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. I was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. I never revisited Snow White again. And then she is the one cast to play the role. Go figure. So I watched it for the first time 16, 17 years again when I'm doing this film. And she's probably hating it. I am so baffled by the stuff that she's been saying that I actually didn't know it was this bad. I'm shocked, you guys. This is just beyond woke. This is just crazy that you have someone that hate the character this much to be doing PR and no one is just doing or saying anything about it. Like, who's gonna watch this movie? She's literally saying that everything about the movie is terrible, that is just, oh gosh. But the article continues. Daniel Hand, the son of the original 1937 movie director of the same name, hit back again at Zegler. So we do have some culture war going on here. And the remake in an interview with the Telegraph, sharing his belief that both his father and Walt Disney would be very, very much disagree with it. I mean, you would think so, right? Because Walt Disney would probably hate all the stuff that's been rehashed and remade and just changed. I mean, I don't mind if the movie has a little change because obviously live action is a completely different medium. You can change dialogue, you can change some scenes, but to change the entire story, like, it's just so weird. Why are you even making Snow White if you think it's not relevant or if it's just not PC enough? And this is, sometimes I think that this is done on purpose to just piss people off, because it's just, wow, I'm really shocked, you guys. And then let's continue. This said it's a whole different concept, and I just totally disagree with it. And I know my dad and Walt would very much disagree with it. So that's what the son of the original director said. He called this remake a disgrace and referred to the woke direction as insulting. You damn right, it is insulting. Let's see what he's saying here. Their thoughts are just so radical now. I agree. They change the stories. They change the thought process of the characters. Totally agree. They are making up new woke things, and I'm just not into any of that. I find it, quite frankly, a bit insulting that they may have done with some of these classic films. There's no respect for what Disney did and what my dad did. I think Walt and he would be turning in their graves. Well, that's pretty harsh what he said here, but he is totally right, because I mean, they don't stop at just changing races of characters, or it's just nothing is ever enough. You know what I mean? The fact that she's a Latina, right? They say here, I don't know where she's from, but they saying that, oh, people were pissed off because she doesn't look like Snow White. She should look like the original character. Yes. If I were to cast Snow White, I would choose someone that looked like the original cartoon. But sometimes to pick a different actor could definitely work for the role. It could be something unexpected. So if that was the only change, maybe people wouldn't be so annoyed. I think the most the weird stuff is that they're not only changing that, they're changing the whole movie. They're just saying that everything is outdated. They need to do a new thing, but they're still calling it Snow White. Like, what is it? There's also a rumor that she was fired after all this backlash. However, there was another article here saying that, comingsoon.net, saying that the rumor is false, because apparently she was replaced in Paddington 3. There's a tweet saying Paddington 3 wraps filming in 2 weeks and Rachel Zegler was recast due to strikes. So that's a different story, not Snow White, because apparently the Snow White movie has been already shot, or if it's not done, it would be very weird if they had to change the actress right now. But if I were Disney, I would change, because I mean, if she's talking so badly about the character and the movies, imagine when this movie comes out, what is she going to be saying? I don't understand, guys. I just think that I am not against a little change in films. I am not against when we do adaptations. Sometimes, you know, dialogues can't be the same. Certain things are going to be different. That's fine, and we can get used to it. But I'm totally against when they definitely use a beloved cartoon to just preach a certain narrative and make sure that people, you know, understand. I mean, I don't even know what they're trying to say. I'm just so confused, because first and foremost, who thinks that a fantasy film about a princess should reflect nowadays problems or politics? It's just, come on, this is just pure entertainment. It shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't have, you know, it should be just something simple. There is nothing wrong with true love. There's nothing wrong. The prince was there to help her when she needed. He wasn't stalking her. I just don't understand that even when the movie is not about the man, they want to make sure, no, the movie is about the man. The prince is there to save her. That's not the Snow White movie that I remember. Like I said, the prince is barely in the movie. It's just so weird. I don't understand what happens with these people, guys, but unfortunately that's the entertainment nowadays. I don't really think that they would get rid of the main character now, because I mean, the movie's been shot already, unless they were to just erase everything and start from scratch. But I think it would only work if they stuck with the original material, which I don't think they can do anymore, because according to them it's not PC enough, right? I don't get it, but that's what we have nowadays. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this whole controversy surrounding the Snow White movie? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.